today I'm going to share with you coffee syrups, homemade sugar-free coffee syrups. Not only will you make a great cup of coffee with them, but they will be on plan for Trim Healthy Mama and any other sugar-free diets you might be on. Welcome back to Cookie Crumb Fun. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe, and if you're back, a returning viewer, thank you so much for being faithful and watching my videos. And don't forget to keep looking out for more giveaways. Now, I'm kind of done with the Trim Healthy Mama friendly giveaways, you know, that have to do with food and ebooks, you know, and all those sort of things. But my next few will be on homeschooling items, since I do share on homeschooling and Trim Healthy Mama here on my channel. So coming out this week is a homeschool video, and we'll have a giveaway for that. And then next week, and probably I have at least three. Let me think about that. 1, 2, 3. And one of them I could probably split into two because I have a lot of items. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just giving you a little heads up so that you can be ready for that in the future, coming weeks, that there's going to be homeschool giveaways. So if you are a homeschooler, keep an eye out for that. And I'm also going to be doing one over on Instagram too. So keep an eye out for that as well. But what we're going to do now is make coffee syrups. And over at Nana's Little Kitchen, she has a bunch of recipes for coffee syrup. And I've shared ones for, I believe, caramel. Now, I'm not sure if I did the caramel before. I know I did the pumpkin one. Today I'm going to make the caramel and the vanilla. I was going to make the gingerbread one, but I don't have no, not gingerbread, the cinnamon dolce one, but I don't have cinnamon extract. So next time I get to Walmart or get online, I'm going to order that because I really want to try it. Because when I go to Starbucks and I choose the sugar-free, cinnamon dolce is really good, and I really enjoy that. So I think I need to make that at home. But I'm going to mostly be making these for my husband and for my children, because my one son makes espresso and then uses it for shakes, and so he adds vanilla or chocolate powder to it. And so I'm hoping that he could start using these and just have less sugar intake. But also, I'll probably use in the caramel one too. So I'm going to jump right into this. If you want recipes, exact amounts for the recipes, you can go ahead and check out the links below. It'll be right to her website, and you can check those things out, right? So on to the recipes. It's really super simple. You can whip this up in like 5 minutes. Alright, so what I did was I got my hot water, I just put it in my kettle. You need hot water, not boiling hot water. And I measured them out, and I put them in each of the coffee cups. When I'm all done, I'm going to be putting them in my canning jars and placing them in the fridge. And I've already labeled the lids to my canning jars. So I did a lot of prep work ahead of time. I got all my ingredients out. So the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, I add the water. And then I'm going to add my sweetener. I'm going to be using the pure sweetener. So I'm going to be adding sweetener to each of these cups of hot water. You can use whichever sweetener you have on hand. You can go to the link below to find the exact measurements for your sweeteners, whether you use a Trim Healthy Mama Gentle Sweet, Super Sweet, whichever one you want to use. All right, and then we're going to add some xanthan gum into this. Not the full thing that I just got here. A little bit more. This just helps it get a little thick, because you don't want a super thin syrup, but you don't, you know, like if you're going to put it on top of a dessert. Girls, please stop arguing. Alright, so then I have those two things on here, and then the next step is one's going to be vanilla and the other is going to be caramel. Next thing I'm going to do is put in vanilla. For the vanilla syrup, and then I'm going to add caramel to this one to make this a caramel coffee syrup. Now you could mix your flavors around and make a vanilla caramel. You can add cocoa powder, and she has a gingerbread. She has pumpkin, which is really good, and it uses real pumpkin. So I highly recommend you to go check out the link below. It'll take you to her page, Nana's Little Kitchen, but it'll also take you to the area that has all of them listed. And she also shows you how to make the drinks also. Like you can make an iced caramel macchiato, you can make your peppermint mocha. And if you don't like peppermint and mocha together, you can just separate them and have just the mocha or just the peppermint, because that's what I've done. I used her recipe and just didn't add the cocoa powder to it and made it peppermint syrup. And it is delicious. So, oh, and it smells really good. Wow, that smells really, really good. Now, the next thing I need to do after I mix this up, I want to mix up the xanthan gum so it's not, you know, see how it's like clumpy right there? So we're going to mix this up This is when these little whisks come in handy. And this is going to thicken. As it sits, it will thicken in your fridge, on your counter, you know, before you put it. You might want to cool it off on your counter a little bit before you put it in your fridge. But it will thicken up, so don't worry about that, that it's too thin. So I'm going to add a little bit of this Celtic salt, just a pinch it says. So I'm going to add a pinch to each one, and this really does help. Now, if you're not familiar with adding salt to your coffee, I highly recommend it, especially if you're using something with stevia, because it helps the balance of the bitterness out. And it just makes all around a good cup of coffee. So you're going to want to whisk this up really good. And this is the vanilla one, right? You got to remember which one I put in which, right? Should have marked the cups. But this one is darker, so that's how I know this one's the vanilla. It's frothing up from all my mixing. But it is all mixed together. See how easy that was? And there's really no special ingredients because I don't consider, as I've mentioned in other videos, the glucose or the xanthan gum in as a special ingredient. Now, maybe people would think xanthan gum is, but you can easily find that at Walmart even. You know, you can buy it in many stores, sell it. I know Sprouts sells it. I don't know about like grocery stores. Like if they have a good Nature's organic area, you know, with natural stuff, they probably do sell it. So there you go. You got a good, see how easy that was? And we're done. Now, when this is, if you have a cup of coffee ready, you can go ahead and put this in your coffee right away. And what you're going to want to use is, according to the recipe, you use 1/4 cup. And that is to a strong cup of coffee because she's making drinks with it. She's making like an iced coffee because you want to use a stronger cup of coffee because you're adding more liquids to it. And then if you're making some sort of macchiato or something else, you're going to want to use some sort of strong coffee. So if you have espresso, use that, or you can just make, if you have a coffee pot, make extra strong coffee and do it that way. Now what I do is I use the espresso and I add it to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make, I'm going to see if I have any in the fridge. I'm going to make a caramel one to see how that goes and let the kids try it because I'm sure, see, I can see that it's thickening enough. I'm sure that they'll enjoy that. And I know that my teenager will. So see how easy that was just to make these yourself? And these are ingredients that you probably already have in your cupboard. So you don't have to go out to the store and say, oh, I can't make this because I don't have anything. You probably have this. Now, if you have different flavorings, you can try an experiment with these. If you like fruit flavors in your coffee, like some people put raspberry or something in your coffee, you can try that. If you have coconut, I'm not a real big fan of coconut coffee. I tried it one time from Dunkin' Donuts and I didn't like it. But this Watkins brand sells lots of different flavors of extracts and you can use those all to put in your coffee and make these different extracts. But go to Nana's Little Kitchen and check out all her different recipes because like I said, she has pumpkin, she has the caramel, she has the caramel vanilla, she has the peppermint mocha, she has a gingerbread, and I think she has a tiramisu one too. I didn't look at, I saw that, but I didn't look at it yet. That will probably be one of the next ones that I make because I love a good tiramisu. Somebody made me a Trim Healthy Mama one time. It was really, really good, but that was a few years ago. So there you go. It's all nice and thick, and I'm going to pour it into the glass jars so that you can see it and know what it looks like. These are handy. I don't can, but for times like this, look at that. I'm going to pour it right into it, and it's perfect for it. Look at that. No mess. There you go. There's one. There's the caramel. And then, so make sure my jar is clean. Now this isn't necessarily a canning jar, so it doesn't really fit into the lid. This is more of a, I think this was pizza sauce in this jar and I just kept it. But I think that doesn't fit, so maybe I shouldn't try it. Should we do it? Should we try it? No, I'm not gonna. There we go. There's the vanilla one. So, vanilla. Oh, that's the wrong lid. Yep, I'm gonna find a different jar to put the vanilla one in because that's even the wrong lid. See that? This really is the wrong one. Alright, so there you have it. If I have a minute, I will make the coffee. If not, you're probably not gonna see it. But there you go. See how easy that was? What flavors do you like to put in your coffee? What kind of syrups do you like to make? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my vanilla syrup and I'm gonna make a little frozen frap, I guess you would say. I have some ice and some almond milk in here. And then I have a little bit of espresso left, probably about just over 1/4 cup. And I'm going to add that and blend it all together in my Ninja here. And I'm going to taste it and give it to my son to see how he likes it. So just so you know that you can add it to it. And I'm also making some more espresso over here. Where is it? Back there? Because this is the last of it, and I know he's going to have some and then want some more later. So let's get this together. So in here, I'm going to add my coffee. And espresso, you don't have to use espresso, it's what we use because I like using it and it's nice and strong. And as I said, you need to use about 1/4 of a cup of the syrup. Oh, I got that in there, and I'm going to blend this all up, and I did find the right lid for this. So this is the single serve. You can make a few of them, and you can add protein powder. This is more like a little, just to have as a drink. So right now as it is, I believe it's a fuel pull, though there's no extra stuff in it. So you could add some collagen or protein powder to make it a real snack. Oh, this is almost done. Yep, my espresso over there is about to bubble. All right, so here we go. We have my blender, and I'm going to mix it. Oh, it smells so good in here because my espresso is bubbling. What a strong, yummy coffee smell. Alright, so there we have it. We're going to taste this and see how it is. Let me get a cup. I can use one of those cups and mix it with. No, I can't. I will use my coffee cup, which is upstairs. Oh my goodness. Wow, triple whammies here. Alright, you want to take a peek at the espresso? Yeah, don't mind the mess over there, the little sandwiches. Right, here is my espresso, and there it is bubbling out. So it's like a little percolator. All right, my espresso. Yeah, I made a mess, but that's okay. Just so you know, that's about done. And that's going to make about I don't know, probably about 2 cups of espresso. And, oh, it's just so good. We cool this. It goes again. Woo! We cool it, and then it makes a great drink. So, there we go. Back to this. All right, so I'm going to open this drink up. And hopefully it'll be all good. Let's see, what did I drink in here? I just had water in here. My son's a germaphobe, so I'm not going to drink from that in case he wants some. All right, so let's bring you up here. So I'm just going to taste a little bit of this. That's pretty good. I think I used too much milk. There's not enough, I can taste it sweet, but I think for my son, he's going to need it sweeter. But that's pretty good. I should have measured my milk out. You know how, like, you just eyeball things? I think I eyeballed like 1.5 cups of milk, quite honestly. All right, so I'm going to add some more syrup to it and then blend it up again. Because I think that whoa, sorry, that got stuck on my ring. I think that he will like it better with more syrup in it. And my espresso's done, so I'm going to turn that off. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to blend this up and have our little mock frappuccino, right? Now if you want it thicker, more like a frappuccino, you probably want to use like the blender part of it, of your Ninja. But this is just like a blended coffee drink. It's a lot cheaper than going to Starbucks and Pete's and wherever you go, Dutch Brothers, wherever. Yeah, that's a lot better. Wow. Yeah, I totally added too much milk to it. Wow, that's really good. All right, I think he's gonna like it. All right, so I'm going to pass this on over to Quinn and let my espresso cool. All right, so I got my whole pot of espresso. I'm gonna let that sit and let that cool because it is boiling hot. But that would be great for a macchiato if I was gonna make a macchiato right now. And I was just talking to my husband, we need like clear glass coffee cups so that when we make our lattes and stuff at home, we can see the different layers because that's always fun to see. All right, so Go ahead and tell me down in the comments below what kind of syrups you make at home or what you like to put in your coffee, and if you'd like to see more videos like this of different coffee syrups, if you want me to try to make the gingerbread one and the what did I say, the tiramisu, and I want to make the mocha, but I'm out of cocoa powder. So let me know if you'd like to see videos on making that, because you saw how simple and easy that was. Super easy. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with another video. Be a blessing. Oh, I thought somebody was standing there. Bye.